Hey guys, so we're here with some great gladiola care tips for vase life. So when you're cutting gladiola from your garden, you're going to try to find the blooms that are kind of semi-open. Even a third of the way open is great. And you want to look for ones that still have some tight colored ones that aren't quite yet open, because they will eventually open like these guys. So when you're going to cut, you're going to cut on a diagonal, and that's going to give you maximum water absorption. You're going to take all the leaves off the bottom because leaves cause bacteria in vase life. And what you're going to do is take a look at the very top here. This is called the apex of the gladiola. And the apex has the growth hormone that when it's in the garden, it will make it continue to grow until it kind of loses its chlorophyll and turns kind of yellow and brown. So once you cut it, these guys will not bloom. So your best bet is to cut the apex off, and all that growth hormone that was up there is now going to be shifted into these blooms, and all the nutrients will help those blooms to really explode and give you that wow factor. Now, another thing with gladiola blooms is they bloom from the bottom, which means they'll also fade quickly from the bottom. So what you're going to do is, as they start to fade, this guy's looking pretty good, but in about 2 or 3 days he will start to fade. You just pluck him right out. And when you pluck them out, once again, it just means that there's less nutrients that have to go into this bloom and more nutrients that will go into the unopened blooms. And sometimes I'll even pop them out at this stage a little bit more wilted, and I'll put them in water and just put them in a bowl by my kitchen sink when I'm doing dishes. It's kind of a pretty burst of color to look at. So once you cut them and you cut the apex, you can put them in room temperature water away from sun, and maybe add a little bit of sugar. That will give it a little extra nutrients, and you can even add a little touch of vodka because that will kill the bacteria. And they should be good for between 5 to 7 days. Usually that's the vase life for a flower, about 5 days, sometimes 7. And keep them away from heat sources and enjoy your gladdies.